Good morning and welcome to today's episode of Nadya's Identity Files. We have had a tumultuous couple of weeks between the Charlottesville protests and the recent Barcelona, Spain terrorist attacks. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot of hostility, especially towards people of color, women, the LGBTQI population, and their allies. The good news is, of course, we can all do our part in chipping away at the hate and making an impact with our work. And on the note of impact, that brings me to a very important announcement. This episode will be my last episode of Nadya's Identity Files with WCOBM.TV. It's been an awesome ride, and being able to produce this show and speak to so many people about topics ranging from chronic illness to gender to working in the adult entertainment industry to hypnosis and many, many more has been hugely rewarding as well as educational. So you might want to know, why is this my last show? Well, it goes back to that thing of impact. I have realized that I can make a much bigger impact by relaunching Nadya's Identity Files as a podcast to ensure more people will hear these important interviews. I'm also excited to be speaking with other outlets about a potential partnership. Additionally, I have decided to launch a separate interview series focused on entrepreneurship and storytelling in lieu of the launch of my online social media academy, the Academy of Social Media Storytelling. The school's first feature course, which is completely free, is set to launch on September 1st. You just need to go to www.socialmediastorytelling.co to enroll in the course and the school. And then they're on probably around mid-October. I'm going to be launching 3 to 4 other feature courses, as well as a bunch of really helpful downloadables, a private group, coaching calls, and so on and so on. So stay tuned to that. Again, go to socialmediastorytelling.co to enroll in the course and the school. And of course, to keep up with me and the future of Nadya's Identity Files and everything else I'm involved with, you can follow me on Instagram at Nadya Rousseau. And remember, my name is spelled with a Y, not an I. A lot of people, they'll just message me with the I, and it's so irritating. So remember, it's a Y, Nadya, not Nadya, okay? So you got it? I think you got it. Just write that down. Log it in your mind. You got this. So I do want to thank you so much for your support over the last year. I launched the show last October, so that means I've done literally almost a year of shows, and my show has been airing pretty much every week. I've had 1 to 2 interviewees every week. I'm not really one to pat myself on the back for doing things, but I do want to pat myself on the back for launching the show and continuing it for as long as I have. You know, props to all my fellow female entrepreneurs and producers who self-fund all of their own shit. It isn't easy, but it is so worth it because, you know, you have a finished product at the end of the day that you can say, I did this, and I did this by myself. And of course, I built an audience, and I had, again, going back to my guests, I mean, the number one thing that comes out of this for me is learning about so many different identities and just the sheer importance of discussing the issue of identity, especially in this time, okay? So this conversation and the stories and the identities are not stopping here. Just I am pivoting, I'm taking a new direction, and I hope that you will be with me for the ride. And that leads me to the person I'll be speaking with today. She's had a very interesting life, very entrepreneurial and social impact minded. I will be speaking with my friend and a role model, Linda Rendelman, today. Linda is an award-winning writer, speaker, and businesswoman. She is the author of the book Women Like Us, Real Stories and Strategies for Living Your Best Life, Women Like Us Illuminating the World, and her newest book, Women Like Us Together Changing the World. In 2009, she created the Women Like Us Foundation. The mission of Women Like Us is to promote gender equality and social justice through women's leadership and to fight sex trafficking, homelessness, and to promote education through women's women's-led initiatives. Linda has won numerous awards for her speaking and writing to women, including the Torchbearer Award from the state of Indiana, the highest award the state gives a woman for her work supporting women's work, writing, and speaking. In the past, she has directed and produced her own television show on the Fox network and her own radio show in the local station WXNT in Indianapolis, Indiana. Linda and the foundation have also launched a critical campaign to help rehabilitate victims of sex trafficking, and we will be discussing that campaign today and highlighting the importance of it. I'm super excited to speak with Linda. I'm so excited that you've been with me all of these months, and I'm excited for you to continue onward and outward with me on this journey. Stay tuned for the interview.